As a member of the younger generation of Nigerians, my question is directed more at enlightening us, the youth of this country, who look up to tomorrow for a better Nigeria. Chief, sir, you gave a horrid picture of how the armed forces, after 1966, broke the ethics of following seniority and altered the pattern and the mode of doing things. Now, this tendency of not wanting to be subordinate to democratic authority and institution, including flagrant disrespect for court orders, is still very manifest in our military.
That is true.
As an elder statesman of this country, what do you recommend for this country so that we can perpetually have an armed forces that is subordinate to democratic authority and institutions, including our courts?
Well, that is simple. We must have respect for the rule of law. You can't get out of that. If we have respect for the rule of law, there will be no coup. If you have respect for the rule of law, people will obey court order. People will not consider themselves to be too big for court order. When the judiciary is relegated to anything, there will be chaos in the country. And that you have the three arms of government are distinct and separate. Parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. Where there is a conflict between the two, it is the judiciary that gives the interpretation. The moment you deviate from that, you are looking for trouble.
Now, at page 20 of Exhibit 151, the document in your hand, you alluded to a tripod on which Nigeria stands. Again, as a younger generation, a younger Nigerian who believes in this country, I want to be enlightened on the component of this tripod. What constitutes this tripod?
Well, the tripod is just commonly referred to as the Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani. But those of us who believe really in the rights of the minorities, talk of the ethnic or ethnic group, and that is why my own group and my own party, under the leadership of Chicago Law, led legislation for the creation of one state, including Rivers, Cross River, Bayelsa, and others. We are the forefathers of the creation of state. There is no party in this country that can challenge us in that.
Yes. For
both in the north and in the south.
For a better
Nigeria,
there
must be that this is
founded on the principle of equality.
Yes.
And justice.
Yes.
Will you not consider the sustenance of this tripod an anachronism?
No, no. If we have considered the sustenance, we will not be championing the cause of creation of more states in the country.
No, that's what I'm saying. Within the context of a federation that operates within states, will you consider the retention of the notion of the tripod of Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo as still relevant?
They could only be part of the whole. They can't be the whole. You see, that was what the British brought. For instance, as far back as 1952 until 1959, you have the East, the North, and later on the Midwest. But once you have those three regions, we in the action group at that time agitated for the creation of more states. Middle Belt, at that time, core state, comprising Calabar, Ogoja, and Rivers, insisting that these major tribes are not the only groups in Nigeria. We advocated that, and we did at the London Constitutional Conference of 1953. which led to the creation of the Willing Commission. It is my party realizing that with the three typhoid and not the only Nigerians, that we advocated that we are the only party that did that.
In other words, sir, to give every Nigerian a sense of belonging to the Nigerian concept as our country, we no longer need to categorize Nigeria within the tripod of Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba. You agree with me?
Yes. That is why we agitate for more ethnic rule and more creation of states.
Yes.
To have the autonomy. And that is one of the things we are fighting for.
On page...
Regional autonomy, state autonomy, ethnic autonomy.
Yes. On page 19, you envision a restructured Nigeria.
Yes.
Where no nationality will wait for his son or daughter to become a president before it can enjoy development. You also envisage an even playing field for all Nigerians. The Nigerian field as now stands, the Nigerian firmament as we now have it, does it guarantee that hope for every Nigerian to aspire to a stake in that?
Certainly not. If it is, we won't be agitating for a new constitution. We won't be agitating for the various groups in the country to sit down and agree on how to live together in peace. The one we are having now is the one forced on us by the military, and it will not last.
If I may borrow from your earlier description, which we have both mutually agreed is now anachronistic.
Yes.
That is, outside the tripod, you alluded to the so-called minorities.
Yes.
Within the Nigerian...
Not the so-called, the minorities.
Yes, the minorities, yes.
They are not so-called.
Very well. The minorities of this country, within the context of political leadership in this country, do they have any hope of ever leading this country?
They should have.
No.
But as it is now, they haven't got the hope until we sit down at the conference.
So you agree that the minorities are marginalized in this country?
Certainly.
Yes.
I agree.
My Lord, I'm true with the witness.
Counsel, can you help me? Can you help me? Give me the microphone. Is there anything called equality?
Of course, my Lord. Yes.
How do you measure equality?
Equality, at least from the philosophical concept. Equality of...
Oh, look at the bar.
Yes.
Are you all equal?
My Lord, I will come to that.
No, look at the bar as you sit there. Let's take one by one.
I will.
Are you all equal?
We are all equal professionally as colleagues.
See.
But there are privileges that accrue.
I'm talking about equality.
We are equal within the profession as professional colleagues.
I see.
Yes.
Now, what I'm asking is that equality is not a legal expression. It's a term of mathematics. And if you import it into law, you get very, very strange results.
Yes. Perhaps my clincher, my Lord.
So let's not dabble from one field to another.
Yes. Yes.
When you talk about equality, you are talking about errors committed. Put it this way. If you treat equals unequally,
yes,
it's unjust.
Yes.
If you treat unequals equally,
yes,
it's unjust.
Very well, my Lord. That's what I'm saying. That as far as God is concerned, He created all of us free and equal. Yes, that's what I'm saying. We are all free and equal. Yes. Yes. And that those who govern us must not put into the system structures that dehumanizes us. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, my Lord. I thought you will have a joint statement. So what happened to that? Are you being sabotaged? I hope they have not forgotten to go for